How's it going, boys? My name is Alchemist, and guys, if I sat you down and asked you how you were doing, I'd hope that answer would be, you know what? I'm doing pretty amazing. And even if you're not doing so hot, I really hope that maybe after you watch this video, you'll be in higher spirits. Regardless, welcome back to the Alchemy Corner. I am recording this at approximately 9:46 p.m. because I have nothing better to do, and I wanted to get some videos done before I had to go into work tomorrow morning. So what I wanted to touch on today was, am I sharing too much information, specifically on the internet? Because I really do think a lot of people get this wrong, and I really wanted to talk about it. I'll kind of talk about what I think about it first. That's really the fact that I really don't think you should be sharing too much personal information on the internet. I mean, you're sharing this with thousands of other people. You have no idea who they are, and it's just honestly not a good idea in general. I wanted to talk about this because I'm starting to notice it in a lot of areas in my social medias, on my Discord and on Twitter and just all these other places, and I really just think the information that these people are sharing is just really not a good idea. To put it more accurately, not really wise, and I really think a lot of people just need to kind of restrict what they're saying on the internet. You have a right to post whatever you want to on your social media, but that doesn't mean you have to share everything. I don't want to be scrolling through Twitter and looking at someone's deep personal trauma that I have no business knowing about because I don't know them. I sound like a heartless person when I say that, but there's a reason I'm not really on social media that much. And the argument could be made that YouTube is social media, but I don't really spend my time looking at comments of my videos or getting myself involved in all of this YouTube drama that's going on because I truly think that all of it is meaningless. You got to remember that if you're talking about these deep-rooted issues online to random people you don't know, they do not care about you. At least, not in the way that you think they do. Sure, I could comment under someone's post encouraging support and all of this other stuff, but at the end of the day, what does that really do for them? Sure, it may give them some confidence throughout the rest of their day, but at the end of that day, they're probably going to go right back to feeling how they did before. Now, my Google Forms page where you guys could ask me questions and I give advice, that's a little bit different. You're seeking help, and I want to see if I can give you some sort of support. However, I want you to know that I am not the one person that you should rely on. I need to emphasize that I don't want to form a parasocial relationship with any of you because that is not healthy for either party involved. You're not going to be getting the benefits you need, and I'm going to feel terrible because I feel like I have to provide those needs. My only goal for this channel is to provide entertainment for you guys and to maybe give you a little bit of advice if you feel lost. However, I want to emphasize that I am not the only person that you should be seeking advice from. In fact, I would probably say I am the last person you should seek advice from because honestly, I don't really know a whole lot. Your parents probably know more than me. Climbing out of that gigantic rabbit hole I just created, I figured we could go ahead and maybe unpack this just a little bit more. If you're watching this video and you're thinking to yourself, man, maybe I am one of those people that just shares way too much, I have some advice that could help you with that. The first bit of advice is pretty simple. That's just don't post sensitive stuff on your social media that you don't want people to see. I get the argument of everyone needing to vent, but Twitter and all these other social media platforms are just not the place that you should do that. That's what therapy is for. That's what talking to your parents or your close friends is for. Don't go and spread all of this personal information to people that you don't know. I'm not even saying this as rebuking you guys, but I do want you guys to be safe on the internet because there are people that will take advantage of that information. So I ask you guys, please be safe. On the forums page, when you ask a question, you're anonymous. No one knows who you are. You are just asking for some advice, and I'm happy to give that to you. I truly believe that the internet is one of the main reasons nowadays that mental health is so prominent because I think we just can't stop sharing what's going on in our personal lives. I'm not on social media much because I don't want to see that kind of stuff, and also I really don't want to run the risk of me sharing something that I don't necessarily want people to know about. I'd say I'm relatively private when it comes to my life, and I only really share things if I think they will add something to the video because other than that, I'm pretty radio silent. The other thing I recommend to prevent you from sharing so much is you really should see a therapist or just find a really close community of either friends or family to talk about your problems to. I get that therapy is really expensive, but guys, even just these local schools and universities have student therapy for free that you could go to and you can vent all of your problems to. And especially during exam weeks when I know everyone is stressing out, that's where you can go to because they are open pretty much the whole time. that exam week's happening. I think our generation has really had it tough because all we've known is the internet since growing up, and it's become more of a common thing nowadays. And honestly, it really does destroy a lot of people's view on life. I think the internet can be a good place, but it's also caused a lot of problems. And I think, honestly, it's done more harm than good. Sure, it's very convenient. You know, you have a vast array of resources to look up all the information you want. You could look up the most popular shoe brand, or did Jeffrey Epstein really hang himself? You know, those really casual popular searches. Oh my gosh, dude. Anyways, I also think it's really important to maybe take a break from social media. You know, that'll do wonders for your mental health. You stop worrying about all the likes and all the comments and all the retweets and whatever else you're worried about on whatever platform. And I promise you, you'll be able to be so much more productive in all the things that you want to do. I really encourage you guys to do that pretty frequently. I mean, I do it a lot, and I really think that it would benefit you guys as well. Again, I want to reiterate, this isn't me bashing anyone that does do this, but I do want you to be safe, and I want you to be careful with the information that you do send out onto the internet. These are basic rules of the internet that I think we're all forgetting that we really, really should go back to. I also encourage you guys to send me questions if you want, ask me for advice, whatever you want, because then I can make longer videos, and then I can have more content, and that's wonderful. Also, 4 videos semi-consistently, I'm doing pretty good on this channel. I kind of feel really good. Anyway, boys, I really hope that you got something out of this, and I really hope y'all have a great week.